Level 1. The Paro. You're 13 years old, standing on a corner in Virginia with a prepaid phone and $20 cash. Your job is simple: watch for cops. A cruiser rolls by. You text Miguel one word: Azul, blue. Within seconds, the corner empties. Guys vanish into alleys. Miguel walks up and hands you another 20, says you did good. This is it. You're a paro, a lookout, the bottom of MS-13. Your mom works 2 jobs. The rent is 3 weeks late. You need this money. $40 a day, better than any job a 13-year-old can get legally. You learn fast. Azul for police, Paro for unmarked cars, Phantasma for feds. You learn which faces belong and which don't. 3 months pass. You're on that corner every single day. Then one afternoon, a black Civic pulls up. 2 guys jump out. One has a pistol pointed at your face. "Where is Miguel?" he asks. You're too stunned to speak. He fires a warning shot. The bullet hits the wall 6 inches from your head. Concrete explodes. He asks again, "Where is Miguel?" You tell him everything. Fletcher Street, apartment 2B. Miguel survives the hit. 2 bullets, but he lives. That night he finds you. "You gave me up?" he asks. You nod. Say they were going to kill you. He's quiet for a long time. Then he tells you that you did what you had to do. But now you owe him. You're not just a lookout anymore. You're property. Level 2. The Runner. You're 14. Miguel gives you new work, deliveries. Backpack full of packages, point A to point B. Don't ask what's inside. $75 per delivery. You drop out of school, you're making $300 a week. You give your mom $100. She knows you're lying about where it came from, but the rent gets paid. Then one delivery goes wrong. Police stop you, random search. 30 bags of crystal meth in your backpack. You're 14. That means juvenile detention. Miguel's lawyer shows up, processes paperwork. By morning, the charges disappear. Miguel is waiting outside, hands you $500. You took the arrest, stayed quiet. That's worth something. Level 3. The Chequeo. You're 15. Miguel says it's time. You're going to be jumped in. The ceremony happens behind a warehouse at night. 13 MS members form a circle. You stand in the middle. You can see their faces in the dim light. Some are smiling. Some look bored. They've done this dozens of times. 13 seconds. You fight all of them at once. The rules are simple. You can't run. You can't go down and stay down. You have to keep fighting for the full 13 seconds. If you quit, you're out. If you fight back hard, you're in. Miguel counts down. Tres, dos, uno. They rush you from 3 sides at once. The first punch comes from your left, catches you in the jaw. Your head snaps back. Before you can react, someone's elbow smashes into your nose. You hear the crack. Feel the hot blood pour down your face. A kick to your ribs, another to your thigh. You try to cover up, but there are too many hands, too many fists. But you get back up. That's the test. You have to get back up. Someone yells, "Tress!" It stops. You're lying on the ground. Can't breathe right. Can't see right. Everything hurts. Miguel's hand appears in front of you. He pulls you to your feet. You can barely stand. Welcome to Mara Salvatrucha, homeboy. Everyone's smiling now, coming up to hug you. You're in. You're one of them now. They give you a knife. 4-inch blade. Keep it on you at all times. Your first assignment is muscle work. A store owner hasn't paid protection in 2 months. You and another member visit him the next day. Your face is still swollen. One eye is purple and barely open. Your lips are split. You look like you just went through a war. That's the point. You don't say much. Just stand there and let him see what happens to people in this life. Let him see the knife on your belt. He pays. 2 months plus interest. You're 15 years old and you just extorted a man for money. Level 4. The Soldado. You're 17. 2 years as a full member. You have tattoos now. MS across your chest. 2 teardrops under your eye. Each teardrop represents a body. The first was an 18th Street rival. You and another member named Triste caught him in your territory. Triste held him down. You worked the knife 3 times, fast. You didn't sleep for a week afterward. The second was easier, a snitch who talked to police. Miguel found out who. You shot him behind a warehouse, back of the head, 1 bullet. You're a soldado now, a soldier. You run loan sharking operations. You're making $2,000 a week. You give your mom $500. She doesn't ask questions anymore. Your girlfriend Maria gets pregnant. She's 16. You're 17. When the baby is born, you hold him for 10 minutes before work calls. You leave. Maria stops calling after that. One day, your friend Payaso gets killed. 7 bullets outside a 7-Eleven. At his funeral, his mother screams at all of you, calls you demons. She is not wrong. Level 5. The Enforcer. You're 20. 3 years as a soldier. You're good at violence, not reckless. Controlled. Precise. Miguel promotes you to Enforcer. You handle discipline. When a member named Flaco robs a store that pays protection, you find him and drag him to a warehouse. You supervise while others beat him. Broken jaw, fractured ribs, shattered kneecap. He lives. He learns. When a rival crew tries moving into your territory, 3 of their members disappear over 2 weeks. Bodies never found. They back off. You're making $3,500 a week. You get arrested twice. Assault and weapons possession. Both times you stay silent. You serve 4 months total. In jail, MS-13 runs everything. Outside, you're a criminal. Inside, you're royalty. Level 6. The Palabrero. You're 24. Miguel gets arrested on federal RICO charges. Life sentence. Before they take him, he names you Palabrero, shot caller. You run the crew now. 30 members answer to you. You're pulling in $10,000 a week. But you deal with the Mexican mafia now. La M. MS-13 pays them 30% of everything. Cross them and you die. Barrio 18 puts a $5,000 bounty on your head. You wear a bulletproof vest every day. Check under your car for bombs. Sleep with your gun. 2 assassination attempts in 6 months. First is a drive-by that misses. Second is 2 guys at a gas station. You're faster. 2 shots. Both drop dead. Your son is 5 now. Maria occasionally lets you see him. He asks why you have tattoos and why you always look tired. You don't have good answers. You try to step down once. There are only 3 ways out of MS-13. Prison, death, or betrayal that leads to death. So you stay. Level 7. The Renflero. You're 29. The leadership promotes you to Renflero. Regional leader. You oversee 5 cliques across Virginia and Maryland. 150 members. $40,000 a week. You coordinate directly with El Salvador now. La Mesa, the table. Orders come through encrypted messages. When rivals try expanding into your region, 10 people die in 1 month. They back off. But the FBI has been watching for years. They build a massive RICO case. 2 years of surveillance. They arrest you with 40 other members. Your trial lasts 4 months. Witnesses testify. One is someone you trusted completely. He describes murders you ordered. You sit emotionless through all of it. That witness is dead within 6 weeks. Even witness protection can't save him. The jury comes back hung. Mistrial. You walk free, but you know they'll come again. Your son is 13 now, the same age you were when this started. You haven't seen him in 3 years. Level 8, the Mesa. You're 35. The feds are closing in again. Your lawyer says the next arrest means life without parole. You run. You flee through Mexico and Guatemala to El Salvador. You're inducted into La Mesa, the table. 12 men who control the entire international organization. You live in a fortified compound in San Salvador. Armed guards 24 hours. You're a king here and a prisoner. You can't return to the United States. Ever. You can't see your son who's now 19. You run operations through encrypted channels, drug shipments from Colombia through Central America, extortion networks spanning 3 countries. The Salvadoran government launches a massive crackdown, military operations, mass arrests. They build mega prisons for gang leadership. They come for you at dawn. 50 soldiers, armored vehicles, helicopters. You surrender. The new prison was built for men like you. No windows, no outside contact, 23 hours per day in a concrete cell. But even here, you're still MS-13. The gang runs the prison from inside. You communicate through bribed guards and lawyers. You're 35 years old. You will die in this cell. Level 9, the end. You're 42, 7 years in this cell, 8 by 10 feet of concrete. This is your entire world. A new prisoner arrives, 20 years old, fresh MS-13 tattoos, arrogant, thinks he knows everything. You see yourself from 22 years ago, standing on that corner with a phone and $20. He asks for advice, how you made it to La Mesa, how you became a legend. You tell him to get out, however he can. Run, disappear, snitch if necessary. Because this, you gesture at the walls, the bars, the guards. This is where it ends, not in glory or respect, in a cell, alone, forgotten. He laughs, thinks you're weak, he'll learn. They all do. Your mother died 4 years ago. You weren't allowed at her funeral. Your son is 23 now. He writes occasionally. College, engineering degree, girlfriend, graduate school plans. He broke the cycle. That's something small, but something. At night you count the dead, the ones you killed, the ones you ordered killed. You stopped counting at 100. They blur together. You don't sleep much. When you do, you see their faces. Outside these walls, MS-13 continues. New recruits every day. New 13-year-olds on corners, convinced they're just making money to help their families. The cycle continues. It always does.